not a rule, descended from the Most High, beyond divine, one of a kind. It's only right I shine.
Hey, yo, Smooth, we going.
Yeah, they know about it.
Alright, peace and love and healing, family. I'm back with another episode of The Elect Godcast. It's your brother Netta Nature, also known as Ether. Heading back at you again, okay? You know, unfortunately, my last video that I posted on this subject was taken down by YouTube, right? For medical misinformation, so I'm going to try to say my words differently and still get the same point across. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, that's what I thought I did last time, and they took it down, which is preposterous. But hey, we right back at it again, okay? Right back at it again on May 9th, right? May 9th, number 9 on Supreme Mathematics is born, okay? Today is a born day. You know what that means? I'm going to birth a lot of ideas in that, man, and birthing solutions, right, to a lot of the problems that we may and will face in the near future, okay? But first, make sure you head over to the secondming369.square.site. Again, at the secondming369.square.site. Okay, we not adding new things to the site every week, but we got an array of capsules on there for my pill popper family out there. Those who take pills, Percocets, Tylenol, aspirin, whichever it is. Try to switch over to the herbal capsules, okay? We got herbal capsules on there, healing a lot of ailments people suffer from today, okay? So make sure you head over to secondming369.square.site and get you some herbal teas, herbal capsules, herbal packages. We even got sea moss gummies over there, ashwagandha gummy bears. We got 7 superfood mushroom blends, right? You're not going to want to miss out on that. Make sure you head over to that website and get yourself together, get your family members together, and heal whatever ailment they got going on. But hey, I'm not a medical professional. Make sure you consult with your healthcare provider first, okay? Now, getting right into it, right? So, well, if we've been paying attention, right, we recently just seen it with our eyes. I didn't make it up. Bill Gates, right, and a few other elites. I believe Melinda Gates was with them as well, but they basically did a pandemic simulation, and they see another pandemic coming out in the future, right? So we thank them for that. We really thank them for that, for, I guess, predicting this other pandemic to come out during the simulations they did. So we thank you, Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, for whatever y'all did, okay? But now, since they are giving us the notion that it could be a pandemic in the future, 2025, titled Sears, and that this pandemic could be worse than the one that we just left, it gives us time to prepare, right? But first, Sears, right? Sears, I believe, stands for Severe Epidemic Enterorespiratory Syndrome. Yeah, Severe Epidemic Enterorespiratory Syndrome. Enterovirus. My bad. Severe Epidemic Enterovirus Respiratory Syndrome, right? Yeah, enterovirus is a virus dealing with the enteric nervous system, right? So, again, thank you for them for predicting this. Now we just here to prepare, right? We here to prepare for what's to come, so we won't be affected as much by it, because, like I like to say all the time, we are indestructible beings here on earth, right? Okay, our bodies are walking machines, just warding off viruses and different infections on a day-to-day basis, right? So we're just gonna give our body the ability to prepare itself, right? So For my meat eaters out there, right? Not talking shit about the meat eaters. All the food they give us, damn near fucked up at this point. However, for my meat eaters out there, I want you all to start thinking about doing cleanses 4 times a year, which would be every season, right? And the reason why I would ask you to think about doing those cleanses is because the backed up dead flesh that can't really get digested, like even if you take frequent bowel movements, even though a lot of meat eaters are constipated, however, some meat eaters do have some forms of diarrhea where they get rid of waste a lot. However, that is not the actual waste that you want to get rid of. So you can have a lot of bowel movements and still not be getting out the correct waste that needs to get out. So you need to do certain cleanses to make sure that waste is getting out properly, right? So for my meat eaters, just make sure you're doing cleanses to help and assist getting that waste out of the body, right? That's key, because when you get that waste out of the body can heal itself, okay? Which is facts. This is why Dr. Sebi mentioned that all disease starts in the colon. And a lot of other natural health practitioners also agree that disease starts in the colon. And the reason they say that is because once you cleanse the colon and relieve the waste out of the body naturally heals itself. The liver heals itself, kidney, all your organs, they all detoxify themselves, they all cleanse themselves. The only thing that will stop them from doing that is if you have waste backed up in the colon, which messes up almost all the systems in your body. Because if that waste is not getting out, now another thing is not working right, and that just creates a slippery slope of things not working right, starting from the waste in the colon, right? Starting from that waste in the colon, okay? So yeah, y'all want to do those wastes. Even if you're not eating meat as well, like I still do cleanses sometimes, but I don't have to do it as much because I don't have a lot of waste inside of me. Like, there will be no need for me to do excessive cleanses when I'm already healthy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, to that point, make sure we're doing those cleanses, right? Getting that waste out of the colon, because disease is started in the colon, right? You can have a brain disease, but it could have originated from just your colon not being cleaned out. That simple, that small problem that creates that backup of waste sitting in the intestines is a slippery slope for other things to happen down the line. So make sure we cleanse it, family. You can head over to the Second Mink 369.square.site. We got a full body herbal detox on there, okay? Full body sweet, okay? To do exactly what I said plus more. Or you can go to other herbal healers, or you can do it yourself. This is what I always preach, family. We got the power to heal ourselves, and we really should start healing ourselves with that knowledge, right? So look up whatever herbs you need to take, the best herbs for, intestine, gut, colon cleanse, right? Whole system resets. Grab those herbs and let's get it going, right? So now for my plant-based family out there, right? What we need to be very, very, very aware of is organic fruit and fake meats, okay? Non-organic fruit and fake meats, okay? Non-organic fruit and fake meats. These are, I would say, the two most important things you need to be worried about if you're not eating meat. And we know about the fake meat, like even though starting off in the vegan movement, we didn't really know that much. Like we thinking, oh yeah, it's a plant-based burger, but info slowly comes out as tests get done on it. And the plant-based burgers are not plant-based, just like they do the same thing with natural flavors that they do with plant-based burgers. For anything to be labeled a natural flavor, all I gotta do is take something tiny out of nature, put it in a lab, throw all the chemicals they want to do in there, and it can still be considered a natural flavor because the origin is coming from nature. When we look at plant-based burgers, grab a small piece of a plant, whatever plant they want to use, go to the lab, chemicalize it. Now it's a lab-made plant-based burger, right? So we really want to stay away from that. We really want to stay away from that. Not even talking about the soy that's in the burgers, right? I know we all know about the soy. Everybody do their best to stay away from soy. Man, woman, and child. Soy does not need to be ingested It creates many problems, okay? Many problems in the human body. So soy, I would definitely recommend to stay away. The soy fake meats, of course. And if you're getting fake meats without the soy, remember, if it's not a black bean burger, chickpea burger, if you look on the ingredients and it's all the ingredients, if you don't know all the ingredients, 9 times out of 10 it's been chemically made in the lab with other lab-made ingredients in there. So when you're looking at the fake meat, you want to try to do the black bean burgers, chickpea burgers, fried mushrooms, right? Fried cauliflower, shit like that. Like real food, right? Just make the real food into the meat. But on the back of that package, the ingredients, if you see a whole bunch of stuff that you cannot pronounce, it's not a plant-based burger. Sorry to inform you, my people, okay? So yeah, make sure to remember that. Soy, touching on soy, because I can't leave this untouched. So soy, which has been given to us almost since babies. Like they put soy in almost everything. Everything has soy. So soy is one of the most used crops, I believe. But looking at soy, my men out there, young men, teenagers, whatever, soy has been scientifically and doctor proven it decreases testosterone, okay? The testosterone is what makes you that man, makes you that Mr. T, right? Mr. T makes you that powerful, strong, you feel me, connected man, right? Man, you know that man is mind also. So brain power, testosterone connected to brain power, your mind capabilities, your sperm count, the whole nine. That testosterone is what makes you that man. So we want to uphold that testosterone, but the soy kills that testosterone and severely depletes it. All right, side note, in today's time, I believe our testosterone has been at the least chopped in half from what it used to be 100 years ago. And 1,000 years ago, it was, I believe, 3 times more than what it is now. But 100 years ago, our testosterone was double than what it is now. 1,000 years ago, it was triple than what it is now. Our testosterone has been getting severely depleted, I would say, for different agendas, but however, we know that's important. So the soy is depleting that testosterone severely. Decreases sperm count, right? Another thing with testosterone. Increases your estrogen levels. So a lot of men develop, I forgot what it's called, but you develop man boobs, I believe it's called gynecomastia, something along those lines. But with the excess estrogen, you will start to develop man boobs. And a lot of other features of your body just start getting naturally big like females, because that's what the estrogen in the females does. Gives them big hips, big booties, nice size titties, right? Estrogen plays a decent role in that. So the excess estrogen in men will have men start growing more female-like features. Okay? And yeah, the last thing, which is also tied in testosterone, because depleting that testosterone depletes a lot of things, but the sperm count, they say actually shrinks your penis size and shrinks your ball sacks and lowering your sperm count. It sounds like complete demasculization from soy. So remember, family, let's stay away from that soy, man and female, okay? Oh, yeah, for the females too. I'm sorry. Forgot to throw this out there. For the females, even though I'm not a female, if you're a female, you can go do more research on this. But I did study on that, and it's a fact that the soy causes excess estrogen in women, which unfortunately causes fibroids and cysts on the uterus. Okay, I know a lot of women are going through this today. Soy, one of the main things soy will cause in women is excess estrogen, which will lead to fibroids and cysts on the uterus. All right, so let's remember, family, as a whole, man, woman, child, stay away from the soy. No soy sauce, soybean, none of that. Just stay away from the soy as much as possible. Yeah, nobody's perfect. Yeah, we might dabble in, feel me, once a month or something, but as long as it's not on a daily basis or a weekly basis, your body can ward it off. So let's make sure we stay away from the soy as much as possible, okay? Now, also, speaking to my plant-based family, right? Now, I mentioned we want to get organic as much as possible, right? Organic as much as possible, and this cannot be stressed enough. This cannot be stressed enough. Like, even myself, I hate when I can't find the organic fruits I want to find. But they got all these seedless fruits everywhere, and me being a person with common sense, it irks me. Because why would you want to take the seed out of a fruit? The seed is what makes it a fruit. So that really bothers me, and it should bother you as well, because one of the most known herbicides and pesticides sprayed is glyphosate. Family, I know we heard of glyphosate. I'm sure we have. Glyphosate is the most commonly used herbicide and pesticide in the United States. Now, glyphosate been known to cause cancer. The WHO admitted that, but also what other scientists were finding with glyphosate causes liver and kidney damage, causes reproductive health, and it causes birth defects. Okay? Glyphosate causes liver, kidney damage, reproductive health, and birth defects, family. So let's really make sure we watching out for these non-organic fruits, okay? And they say glyphosate is in 75% of rainwater, which is not anything we can really control, I guess, because, they spray, little tricklets float up into the atmosphere, I guess, getting the clouds, gets in the rainwater as it rains on us. But however, majority of our intake on that is coming from foods, water, and shit like that. So, and yeah, they say it's in drinking water. Somebody let me know how. But the foods, right, through the crops and shit, I even seen that Nature Valley bars contain glyphosate. Almost all Nature Valley bars contain glyphosate, which I was unaware of, okay? But it's crazy out there. So Nature Valley bars contain glyphosate. Anything General Mills and Kellogg also contain glyphosate. And they even said, I believe, non-organic cotton tampons contain glyphosate, which I guess makes sense because cotton being a crop, if it's non-organic, it's sprayed with glyphosate, which is the most commonly used herbicide pesticide on crops. Right, so women, make sure you get organic tampon. If it's cotton, make sure it's organic, right? So we really want to make sure organic, especially for this next one. The second most commonly used herbicide and pesticide in the United States. It's called atrazine, right? I know some of us heard of it. If you know, you know. Atrazine. Now this is a little weird chemical here, but however, it's in the rainwater as well, and it's in the drinking water and the food. Okay, it's in the food because of the crops. How it gets in the drinking water, I don't know. Somebody put that in my comments. How these herbicides are in our drinking water. However, atrazine, really a little crazy chemical because it has no good for us. Really kind of same with glyphosate. Glyphosate used in Roundup is like Roundup weed killer. So, there's other ways around that. Like I worked at a natural garden. You just use other plants as natural herbicides and pesticides. But getting off of that, atrazine has no actual benefit to humanity. Neither does glyphosate. But atrazine mainly has no natural benefit towards humanity, but they use it a lot. So when we look up what is atrazine, what does it been found to do in other animals, I guess they were testing on amphibians, right? And while they were testing on amphibians, they came to realize that this atrazine exposure in male frogs chemically castrated them, chemically demasculized them. So basically, the male frogs lost their reproductive organs and grew female reproductive organs. Just from this chemical atrazine. And a lot of other amphibians, they did the same thing, not just frogs. We know rats, what they like to test on a lot, but this was done on amphibians. And I believe, a lot of the other amphibians they were testing on this had the same result. However, this chemical atrazine kind of created sexual disorientation in the male frogs. All right. And when I looked at atrazine, first, I hope nobody's giving their baby Similac or Enfamil for many other reasons besides atrazine. But atrazine is in there. Yeah, it's in that Similac and Enfamil. Okay, atrazine, the one that chemically castrated the male frogs. Now, I'm not saying that this is what causes people to be gay today. No, of course not. But, however, I cannot turn a blind eye to that and say, for one, we do react the same as animals in a lot of different areas. That's why they test on rats and shit. Because our bodies would react the same way. Maybe not exactly the same, but our bodies would have the same reactions. That's why they test on animals. Because our human body would have some of the same reactions. So I can't turn a blind eye to that. I just feel like it's 50-50 at this point, even though it could be more on either side. But I know people are I know some people can naturally be gay, right? Some people can naturally be attracted to the other sex. They could have came down here like that, right? We don't know what's going on in the cosmos. They could have came down here like that. However, I do know, or I do believe that if not 40%, well, if not 50%, 40% is being chemicalized, and they're sadly living this reality due to the chemicalization they've been given since a child. That's just my opinion. So I just wanted to throw that out there so we could look out for atrazine. Even if you believe it doesn't cause sexual chemicalization, you should still not want it in your food because of its other health effects. This is the main one, though. This is the main one. But it's other health effects because there's no benefit to us as a people. So atrazine glyphosate is in non-organic mostly. So make sure we trying to get organic as much as possible, right? Really make sure we getting organic as much as possible and staying away from those plant-based meats, okay? Telling you, fry you some mushrooms, cauliflower. I did it before. It was like it was so good. I can't even describe how good it was. Like I haven't really craved actual meat in so many years. But fry you some mushrooms and some cauliflower. I would say mushrooms if you want to do like give yourself a sense of seafood almost, right? Fried mushrooms would kind of be looked at as fried shrimp. Kind of, even though it's way healthier. Kind of like fried shrimp. Cauliflower could be a great chicken substitute, right? Great chicken substitute. Or I tasted something I didn't even know it was cauliflower. It literally tasted like chicken almost. But, however, make sure we getting organic, okay? Staying away from the fake meats and stuff, right? And then also what we want to make sure we're doing is sun gazing, okay? Sun gazing, okay? I love sun bathing and sun gazing. My bad. Sun bathing and sun gazing. And for sun gazing, you only want to sun gaze around, I believe, sunrise and sunset. Ra is too powerful to be sun gazing in the middle of the day. I know some of us, black guys think we can do it. Just look up at the sky and sun gaze. Even though you might be able to do it, it actually does damage your eye if you're not sun gazing at the right time. So, Ra is super permeating, right? In the middle between sunrise and sunset. So you want to catch Ra on the sunrise, get some sun gaze in on the sunrise, or get some sun gaze in on the sunset, 5 p.m. or after, or like 6 p.m. or after. Good sun gazing where you can get the good benefits. Now, sunbathing, you can sunbathe all day if, gotta throw this out there, I don't want to send nobody off, if you've been upholding your melanin. For one, if you have melanin. For two, if you've been upholding your melanin, okay? Okay, because some people do get fucked up by the sun. Some black people do get fucked up by the sun. And I seen through my little research that it's due to the levels of histamine. The histamine levels in your body would make you more reactive to the sun. And there's a few foods that a lot of us eat that raise our histamine levels, cheese being one of them. But the histamine would make you more reactive to the sun. There's amongst other chemicals too, but histamine being the main one that will make you reactive to those UV rays, which you wouldn't really be. Because that melanin in you feel me, protects you from that. But make sure we sunbathing and sun gazing, family. ultra powerful, like ultra powerful, okay? Literally being in that sun for at least 4 hours a day. Let's say you went in the sun for 4 hours a day and you had a virus before you went in the sun. You went out there, you sat in the sun for 7 days straight, 4 hours a day, feet planted into the ground, no socks on, bare feet planted into that earth. I guarantee you that your ailment will be gone at the end of those 7 days. Or your symptoms would subside, subdue. You would lose your symptoms, right? And it will benefit the mind, body, and soul being out in raw, okay? 4 hours a day, 7 days a week. Trust me, it's purifying the whole body. Just like how in the other episode I gave, I believe this was 5. I think it was episode 5 when I talked about sitting your water out in the sun, right? Sitting the water out in the sun so the sun could purify that water and structure the water, crystallizing the water. Now, like I pointed out also, our bodies, the human body is 70% water. Some say 90, depending on what you classifying as the actual water, but scientifically 70% water, as well as the earth. So if we know that we are 70% water, our body can greatly benefit from going out in the sun. Just like the sun structures the water, crystallizes the water, purifies the water, it will do the same to us, okay? Just by going out in that sun, sunbathing, sun gazing on the hours when it's okay to sun gaze, but sunbathing purifies the body, gets those toxins out of the body, helps you fight viruses, right? Helps your body heal itself. It's powering your body to heal itself, because remember, our bodies are our first healers. Our body heals itself every time. Anything that's going on is our body healing ourselves. Like when we get sick, mucus coming out the nose, sore throat, you may not believe it, but that's your body healing itself. You get a fever, your body heating up, that's your body heating up to heal itself. Every reaction your body has, it's your body trying to heal itself. So what we want to do, we want to assist our body in every way we can so it can heal ourselves, so it can heal itself the way it was intended and meant to do, right? Especially going into the future, like I mentioned, shout out to Bill and Melinda Gates, right, for basically warning us of a possible pandemic that could come out in the future due to a simulation that they did. So thanks to them for letting it be known. Now, like I said, right, the body can heal itself and will heal itself. So let's make sure we giving it the opportunity to heal itself, okay? So now before I get out of here, I got to give you all a couple things I want you all to be aware of, even though I gave you all a lot already. However, a few more things, right? Just a few more things, and I've been wanting to talk about this, so I'm going to run through it quick. Now, what we need to be aware of is these artificial colors on the back of our shit, okay? Red 40, red 2, yellow 5, yellow 6, and blue 1, I believe. Might be blue 3 too, but red 40, red 2, yellow 5, yellow 6, blue 1. Avoid products with this on the back. As much as you can, avoid these products. These artificial colors come from petroleum. Side note, throw away your petroleum jelly. If you don't know, petroleum is a waste product and is harmful to the skin and the body. Get rid of that petroleum jelly. It's an array of other things you can use that's way healthier and less toxic. So get rid of that petroleum jelly. Now, these artificial colors are made from petroleum jelly. I mean, not made from petroleum jelly. They're made from petroleum, okay? And petroleum is a waste product made from, I believe, crude oils and hydrocarbon gases. So they're making waste from waste, repackaging it and selling it to us. As if we're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? So look, when we're looking at these artificial colors, okay? A lot of them have been proven to have carcinogens in them. Benzodiazepine being one of them. Benzodiazepine has been found in a lot of these artificial colors. Because I guess how they process, because they're using stuff that's already carcinogenic. But however, Red 40, I believe, was linked to ADHD in children, okay? Red 40 was linked to ADHD in children and behavior problems and different shit like that. Yellow 5, yellow 6, blue 1, all linked to have possible carcinogens in them, and they are toxic to the human body, okay? Like, on the back of my, like, it don't make no sense why my item is blue, but on the back of my shit it say yellow 5. My item is green, but on the back of my shit it say red 40. It don't even be the same color sometimes. So they just throwing shit in there just to throw it in there, okay? I don't know, I do know why, but hey, it's another talk for another day. However, let's be aware of them artificial colors, because it's been bothering me for years. Even before I got into health, I always wondered what the fuck is blue 1 when the item is not even blue. Why does it have to be in there? Because it doesn't. They make waste out of waste, repackage it, and sell it to keep that money flowing. So you keep getting wealthy, okay? Artificial colors is a no-no. I'm sure we already knew that, most of us, but let's keep that in mind. Try to avoid them artificial colors as much as possible. And yeah, if you're using petroleum jelly for your lips, it's an array of different other things you can use. Now, on another part of the flavorings, or see, them was artificial colors. So another natural color, right? Because natural, like I said earlier, they just gotta grab something small out of nature, chemicalized, and now it's natural. But I would definitely choose this over the artificial colorings any day. But I wouldn't choose neither of them. This natural coloring is called carmine. It's one of the most used natural colors for red, because it's coming from the red cochineal beetle, okay? Now they make this natural color by crushing up all of these red beetles, and they end up producing a red dye that they can now chemicalize to where they can put it in different foods, different things, right, to give it that natural red color. Starbucks admitted to using it. A lot of places have admitted to using it. So yeah, they're using crushed up red beetles to create this red color dye that they use in food and drinks. And I would just ask, along the other list of natural color dyes, was red beetles really the most efficient? I doubt it. They just trying to be sick. So if you see carmine or cochineal extract on the back of your shit, that's crushed up red beetles. You like it, that's cool. You don't, I just had to let you know. Another one, natural, what's this? This is a natural flavor. This one really tweaked me out, because I just found this one out like a week ago, and this one really tweaked me out. This natural flavor is called castoreum, okay? Castoreum. Now, this natural flavor comes from the secretions from a beaver's castor sacs. And they say it's so close to his anal glands that some of the secretions from there also gets into it. So it's kind of a mixture between the secretions from a beaver's castor sacs and his anal glands, which has a vanilla-like smell or flavor to it, whatever. I don't know. How do they know it tastes like that? Who knows? But they know how the secretion from a beaver's anal castor sacs smell and taste. They know exactly how it smells and tastes. So they found this out. Now they saw an opportunity to use this to create, I believe, strawberry, raspberry, and vanilla are the main ones it's used for. Castoreum. Okay? Castoreum. Used to make vanilla, strawberry, and raspberry flavorings, and probably a couple other ones as well. But what the fuck? You can't find another way to flavor some shit by putting an actual vanilla bean in there? Put an actual strawberry in there? No. Let's not put the real flavor in there. Let's go get the secretion from a beaver's anal glands. My bad. The secretion from a beaver's castor sacs. Let's get that secretion and flavor it with that, since we don't want to use the actual vanilla bean, actual strawberry or raspberry. All right. I just had to throw that out there because that was bothering me. All right, that was really bothering me. So I had to let you all know, so you can see like this is a game that's being played. You just gotta know how to play the game. Okay, every level you get to, the game gets harder. There's gonna be more people trying to take you out the game, trying to get you back to your lower levels, right? Try not to let you win the game or get close to winning the game. So remember that out there, family. Let's really start paying attention. Really start paying attention to what's going on, okay? With these prominent figures in our society that are highly influential, right? Very rich. Let's pay attention to the agendas that they are opposing. Let's pay attention to the things that they say. So yeah, let's really pay attention to these agendas going on out there, okay? These agendas going on out there. Remember, you can heal yourself. I prefer you to heal yourself. A hospital is literally a place of sickness and death. Sad as it sounds, that's the truth, okay? And we know something about energy. We know energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred. So in that hospital, you got thousands of people that are sick, hundreds of people that have just recently died that day. Guess what that energy is doing? That energy permeating that whole hospital. So you can go to the hospital feeling good, come out not feeling good. This happened to me a couple times in the past, and I know people that it actually happened to a couple years ago. So heal yourself, family. Go home, get the herbs, and just heal yourself. Thug it out. You know what I'm saying? And you have a better chance of thugging it out. Okay? Like that, the energy in that place, like I just explained. Just think about the situations. People coming in there with getting shot. It's a lot of just negative energy impacting to that place. Even though it is a use for a hospital, don't get me wrong. A lot of healthcare providers, a lot of doctors are useful. No, not a lot. Some of them are useful. We do need some of them that speak the truth, that let the patients know the truth. Them the ones we need, not the ones that don't let them know the truth. That's just prescribing them shit, not telling them what it's actually going to do. So heal yourself, family. I would recommend, this is a must too. I would recommend you all get one of each, okay? This is, all right, The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies, okay? By Nicole Apillion and Claude Davis. Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. I believe this just went up $10 in the last couple months when I first had looked at it. So I instantly had to grab it. I seen them raising the price. You know how they like to do. In a couple years, it's going to be $50 more. Years after that, this shit going to be $100 more as they try to decrease the number of people buying it. And this book also is a must-have. Body into Balance. Let's get that. Body into Balance, family. Body into Balance. These two right here, Lost Book of Herbal Remedies and Body into Balance. You get these two books, read them. You will never see a doctor a day in your life. Let me not go too far. Read them, and if you follow what you've been reading and take heed, you will never have to see a doctor a day in your life regarding your health, regarding sickness and shit like that. You won't have to do it because why? You informed yourself, which means you gain knowledge. Now you know the ledge. You know the ledge. So they can't knock you off of the ledge. They can't knock you off. Okay? They can't trick you to falling close to the edge and then falling off. They can't even push you off because you know the ledge. You know yourself, you know thyself, and you know you can heal thyself when you tap into these two books. So that's for my family out there. Make sure y'all reading something conducive, right? They don't gotta be health. I know everybody not interested in health. That's why it's healers like me for people that's not interested in it. You know what I'm saying? But however, let's make sure we reading something conducive that's gonna help us in the future. What I'm trying to get on, side note, is a garden. I believe this garden is one of the most important things that we need to, I guess, come together and put together, okay? A community garden, family garden, both, either one, but we need multiple gardens. Why do we need multiple gardens? For one, because of the toxic weed killers they spraying on the food from Roundup, the same shit they using Roundup, they spraying on the food. And for two, is because they trying to jabberwocky the fruits and vegetables. They trying to jabberwocky the fruits and vegetables, okay? Shout out America's Best Dance Crew. They trying to jabberwocky the fruits and vegetables and not even really trying to. They say they are going to jabberwocky the fruits and vegetables. So my family out there, let's get this garden going ASAP, okay? My brothers, you already know we getting this garden going next spring. But garden is a must, okay? As we discuss the problems that we are to face in the future, okay? Now, I'm gonna be signing out, okay? Remember, if you don't remember, rewind, rewatch, and digest, okay? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Share this video, all right? Send it out to everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. So you sit back, digest this video, replay it, okay? And let's take heed. For real, let's take heed, okay? We see what's going on. Thank you to those elites for predicting this simulated shit that's gonna come up in the future, okay? I don't even know how I can say it. I don't even know why the video was deleted last time, because I really didn't say shit. However, let's pay attention, right? Pay attention so we can get right, all right? Get right, okay? Get active, get right. Remember, for my meat family out there, just do them cleanses. I have a full body sweep herbal cleanse on my website right now, which is going to do everything I talked about plus more. If you don't want to go to me, many other herbal healers out there. If you don't want to go to them, Heal Yourself, boom. Get these two books. Get these two books and heal yourself. If you don't want to go to me, or you don't want to go to another herbal healer, heal yourself. Because that's where you will succeed. You and your children, right? Thinking about the children we're going to have in the future that we do have. You want to be their healer and teach them how to heal so they can be their healer. Because the children, they get us while we're young. That's something I realized. They like to get us while we're young, okay? But I'm not going to say too much because I need this video to stay up here. So, you've been tapping into the Elect Godcast, all right? It's your brother, Ether, also known as Netta Nature. Okay, you hear it in the background. It's a Second Full mixtape out now on all major platforms. Make sure you tap into that mixtape. Super dope mixtape, okay? Second is in the building. You see it, you know it, okay? We signing out, family. Make sure you head over to the Second Mink 369.square.site. Head over to 378 Apparel for some godly apparel. Shout out to 378 Kings over there. And yes, we are signing out, family. It's your brother, Netta Nature, also known as Ether, your host of the Elect Godcast. I was in the building with y'all on a born day. I hope I birthed a lot of ideas, birthed some knowledge in your brain today. Peace, love, and healing, family.
Beyond divine, one of a kind. It's only right I shine.
Ayo, Smooth 3